Hello everybody and welcome back to the craft room with Tanya. Thank you so much for joining me. This is a little cheat. It's a serviette used as a card. Now you can, this is an old A5 Anita, I think it's Anita's or something like that card. I make my own now, but this is just to give you an outline. Isn't that pretty? And it is so easy to do. There's a little bit of mixed media going on here. I don't know if you can actually make it out or not, but it's gorgeous. It's absolutely, I think it's gorgeous anyway. I hope you do. And I'm going to show you how to make it. And it really is terribly easy. This is just a little serviette, as you can see, and a piece of white card, and all we need is a bit of dimensional paste and some acrylic paint and a little bit of glaze. Oh no, this is the tricky bit, separating the layers. Here goes. I do apologize for the state of my fingers and particularly my fingernails. This is black paint, this is black paint, there's white paint on the everywhere, plaster. But you can't create works of art, can you? And do it and stay perfectly clean. No, that's one little bit off. Keep these because you can use these all over, you know, cleaning up, whatever. Don't throw them out, please. You can also use them for wonderful effect. Yeah, I got that really rather well there. I'm surprised at myself. You can use them for wonderful effect, tissue paper on cards, to give you a nice dimension as well. I must do that in the not too distant future for you. Show you how you do that. It's good fun. I did an anniversary card for my sister recently with butterflies cut from ink on top of tissue paper. Now, we've this down to one layer, and what I want to do is get my water pen wherever in all I have put it. Where are you? Is that you? Yeah, is that it? Yeah, that's it. Now, give this a little squeeze to make sure. I want quite, there's it coming now. I want quite a bit of water on this. And now let me see. I'll not get this all on the A4. I think it's too big, but I'm just going to go around this. The water from your pen makes it easier to rip. All right, let's see. I don't think I'll get it all anyway, but it's too long, isn't it, for A4? And then all you do is separate it, and the water will make it tear nice and easily. Keep that because we'll use that again. But there's our picture. Do you see? Voila, as they say. This is lovely, isn't it, with a little bit of grass. I'd rather have this end, I think, than this end, although that's a nice wee laneway. I don't know, but no. Next step. I need my bear with me. I'm sorry, I need to get my brush from my Mod Podge. Oops, a daisy. There it is. Brush for Mod Podge. Now, where have I put the Mod Podge? Here it is. Now, what I want to do is put plenty of glue on this for my little serviette to make sure that it sticks. Whoops, a daisy. That's a bit carried away there. Now, don't worry. Just put plenty on because it's important that we make sure we have this stuck down really well, otherwise it will lift and you do not want that. Now I'll pop that there for the minute. I'll let that get a little bit tackier. Oh no, I've got that fallen off. Now it is tricky getting this on. Just let it fall. It doesn't matter if it's right at the edge, but just let it fall, and then as you're putting it down, oops, it's still wet. Oh, doesn't matter, don't panic. Smooth it out to try and get you don't want the wrinkles. Something underneath that there. I don't know what I've got there. That'll give us a bit more texture. Hold on, there's a bit. There we go. Just make sure that you have it well and truly glued down. That's the key. Make sure it's glued down. Don't worry if there's little bits come off at the edges. That's fine. As you can see, I have bits here. That will just add more dimension to our card. As long as the picture's intact, that's what matters. Now, oh, that is sticky work. There we go. Now, let me clear up this a little bit so that we don't take half the glue. There we go. Now, oh, I'll just, sorry, bear with me a second, because what I want to do is take the glue off this so it doesn't set. And then I can put that in soapy water and give it a good wash. There we go. There we go. I think I've just put more Mod Podge all over the desk. Yep, sticky as get out. There we go, that's it now. Give that a little dry. Now, we can put our water pen away, put the lid on, put it away, because we won't be needing that again. Now, here we go. I'm just going to get rid of this little bit at the end because I don't need it. I'm just going to trim that off. There we are. Now, is that dried? Nearly. Okay. Now, where's my frame? Over here. That's too big, is it? For A5, is that too big? No, I think that's it. Now, I want to work out what bit I want. I did this the last time. I did sort of this bit here, which was, I like this little bit. I also like this bit down here. It doesn't leave me an awful lot of room to have a play with it. So I think I'm going to do this bit. Now, what I'm going to do is trim that so that I can put it through the Sizzix Big Shot. No, come on. Straight down there. There. Now keep that little bit because you could use that on another card. So I'll let that dry and pop that over there. Right. I'll get rid of these. I don't need those. Whoops, wrong bin. I've just put them in the serviette box. The bit where I keep all my serviettes rather than the bin. Excuse me. No. Is that still too wide? I think it is a tad. All right, let me just trim it down a bit more. Still quite damp, actually. So let me see. I want to get plenty of this bit here. I want some clear skies now. That's just a bit of wax paper to stop any glue or anything sticking to my place. And let's put this through. Oh boy, is it dear. There we are. Now, this is a little die cut from Craft Stash in the UK. I have the name of it somewhere. Where did I put the name of it? I know. Here. There it is. Torn Edge Nestables from Creative Craft Products. There you go. And the only reason I kept that was because I thought that blue might actually work on a card somewhere. So I'm not usually that organised, to be honest. I'm sure you find that very, very hard to believe. Do you know what? I'm nearly tempted just to leave that as is. It's so pretty, isn't it? Now with the other one, I had a lot of fun, as you can see. I just got a bit carried away. But with this one, I want to be I think I want to take a little bit more time. I want to add in some blues. Is that dry? Yeah, I think that's dry. I want to frame it a little bit with a little bit of blue. Excuse me sniffing, I do apologise. Now I have a nice light blue, nice greeny blue there. I'm going to add a drop. These are just acrylic paints, nothing fancy. A little drop of white. I have my brush. Where's my kitchen roll? Just keep that to the side. Can you see that all okay? Yeah. So what I want to do, let's see, I want to try and match some of these blues. That's too, what's the word I'm looking for? That's more of a mauve in that background colour. So let me see. Wonder, oh, violet. There we go. If I add a little tad. There we go. Let's try that. Oh yes, that's what I'm after. That's it. Perfect. Now I'm just going to dab this. You see? Just a little bit. Just to bring the colour into the white space. And then we'll blend that out a bit. Now this is not tricky. All I'm doing is stippling with the brush. That's pretty. Now let's go more into the white. And the same thing again. You could even do this with watercolours, I'm sure, if you wanted to. There we go. Isn't that nice? There we go. That's it. No, we don't want to do too much. There. I'm going to keep that as is and let it dry. And then I want to do a little tiny bit, I think, of mixed media. Yeah, I do. Okay, so I'll be back in 1 second. And welcome back. Now, I'm leaving this little blob of paint there because I want it. Now, what I've done is I've used my mixed media that I had left over. I've added another homemade bit in with blue, into this. And where's my palette knife? And now I just want to mix a little bit. I wonder, could I put in a tiny bit of that purple just to see what happens, eh? Let's see what happens. All right. Now I just want to sweep this round here like this. That's us. Just to give it a bit of, just a tad of dimension. I'm not worried how rough this is or smooth. It's just, that's it. I think that's probably enough actually. Let's see. Oh, put the lid back on, Tanya. That's why it dried out in the first place. I get carried away. Let's see how this looks. This is just low tack tape. I think it sticks to anything low tack, but don't quote me on that because I've forgotten. Put that in the bin. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm so chuffed with that. Isn't that gorgeous? Really pastely and gorgeous. There we go. Now, let me get rid of the mess and I'll be straight back again. Sorry for this. Okay, and welcome back. Now I've just tidied everything up a little bit, and what I've also done is I've hit the mixed media or dimension paste. I beg your pardon, it's not mixed media, the dimension paste, with a little bit of heat from the heat gun to dry it. Now I want to create a little bit of a frame. This one was a lot darker, but I want to keep this sort of pastel-y, so I do want to darken it down a bit, but Just mix this up. That's too purpley. Let's add a bit more of the blue in and see what happens. Tad of water just to mix it up. I think that's a lot better. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Now all I want to do is really create an edge around this. Let's see, I don't want it all the same colour. So there we go. Because it would be too light if I went round it all the same colour there all the way around. You wouldn't see it if you get my general drift. But I just want to focus the eye in on the picture. There we go. That's better. There we go. And again, do you see I'm not being too careful with it? There we go. I'm really pleased with that. Minimal amount of effort, maximum output. Right, let me get this cleaned up a little bit. Whoopsie daisy. There we go. Get that in the bin and no. That's it. Nice and clean. No. It's entirely up to you what you do to add a little bit of life and soul to this. You can leave it as is and put it on your card. It's as simple as that. You can add a little bit of paint splatter like I did here. Do you see? I think it gives it an extra dimension. So that's what I'm going to do. I've got my splatter box here. Pop the card in. A little bit of white acrylic on the glass mat there. Get your fan brush. Mine looks a little bit knackered actually. Probably too much use because I'm never done with it. And then, oops, that was me. Let's turn it around and make sure we get the other side. I think that's enough. Yeah, I think that's enough. There we go. Pop that in. Oh no, I'm covered in it. Oh lordy. Chair's covered in it. Everything's covered in it. Oopsie daisy. Just get that off the arm of the chair before I get barged. Because this is a craft room first and foremost, I say, because I'm probably the one that spends the most amount of time in it. But it's also a little bolt hole for my hubby when he wants to get away from everything and everyone. Oh, I'm so pleased with that. Right, I'm just going to give it a little going over with the heat gun so you can see the finished article. Give me 2 seconds. And welcome back. Now, I have this finished, but on this one you can see I put a little glaze over it. It's a very, very rough glaze. I put it over with an old brush so it keeps that sort of distressed. I have a hole in this one actually, that's why I haven't used it on a card, but you can see there's a distressed glaze all over that. I'm not sure that I want to put it on this. I don't know if it highlights anything or not. I don't know what to do. I think I will. Let me see now, just to make sure. Actually, I might get a larger brush. I have a little paintbrush here. I'm going to use it. How do I get into this? Let's see. Oh, for goodness sakes. If in doubt, use the scissors. There we go. That'll do. Put that in the bin. And scissors away. Now what I want to do is I just want to go over this with the glaze. Oh, here we go. Just to, oops, that's good, isn't it? Get that, you might as well use it. Now, there we go. Do it gently, because you do not want to tear, like I did. You don't want to tear your serviette, but this should give it, oops, should give it a little bit of protection, I would think. There we go. Now, is that covered? It is. Just go up the ways. There we go. I'm not going to go too much at it because I am sushi going over it again. No, that'll do. That'll do. We'll put that back on there like that. That's just Sizzix crystal glaze. There we go. I'll pop that into the water to stop it from hardening, and I'll just give this a quick clean before it sets, because it's like, oh, it is like glue, which is no bad thing for the serviette, but not a great thing for the mat. Yeah, it has where's my surgical spirit, or rubbing alcohol, or isopropyl, depending on where you live. There, that'll take it off. Good job. I can still hear that. Yep, that's it now. Who says us crafters don't work out? We live as, what is it, what do you call that when you're sitting down all the time? Is it sedentary or something? I can't remember. Lifestyles. No. I need to let this dry. That'll take a few minutes. And then all I'm going to do is mount it on the piece of card. And I don't think I'll use foam tape. Did I just get paint on my card? No, it's come off. Good. I'm just going to mount it flat with glue, I think, because it speaks for itself, doesn't it? Now, if I got that, I'd be flabbergasted. Look, it is so beautiful. It's just a painting, really, isn't it? But like I said, you can use anything. You can use, like, I have a load of bits and pieces left over. This one's actually from the caravan. I bought these to put on candles. So there's two completely different, same image, completely different pictures. Do you see that? Can you see them both okay? Completely different. Funny, isn't it? This is obviously pastels and this is more moody. Personally, I kind of like the moody, but both work for me. Entirely up to you. But you can use anything, any serviettes. I've got different little bits and pieces. To me, this would be a wee bit too, what's the word I'm looking for? Pastiche, twee. This is a nice little one. I don't like the birds in this, but I've used this bit here. What else have I got? Yeah, I've got this one. I did use this one. I made a background with it. Let me show you. Bear with me a second. Where are you? Where are you? Where? Oh. Can't find it. Isn't that typical? Oh, there it is. Is that it? Oh, it is. Look. Do you see that? No. You could use a stamp as well, you know, just to get this same effect. But look at the colour and the texture that I have there. It's terrific for journaling as well. But that's that. You wouldn't recognise it hardly as the same thing, but it's great fun just to explore and have a bit of crack with it and see what happens. Just take it wherever it goes. And there's others here. I like this little one with the parrots. I must have a go with that one actually. There's so much more you can do with serviettes and crafting and card making. You can actually use these and emboss them. I must try that for you in another video, in your embossing folders, and that's quite something. So there you are. I hope you enjoyed that. It gives you a little bit of food for thought for something else. See how they look. Well, that's 5 by 7. I've trimmed the edge on the other one just to suit that plate that's cut, you see, there, like that. And I'll do the same with this one. I'll have to fill this little gap in with something. I'm annoyed about that, because what happened was I went over it and the brush that I used to brush was too hard and it just lifted it. Pity, but it is what it is. So there you go. I'll maybe, don't know what I could do about that. The glaze is over the top of it, so the paint will lift. I could use a wee bit of mixed media, couldn't I? Or not mixed media, dimensional paste. We'll see. I'll work it out. Not to worry, I'll work it out. But there you go. That's this little. I can't mount it yet because the glaze is still drying, but it gives you an idea of what we can do with it, doesn't it? It's good fun, isn't it? And it looks to all intents and purposes like you've been very busy painting a very pretty picture, and it's just your serviettes. Like I said, you can use well, that is starting to dry nicely. Great. You could use a distress glaze on that too if you wanted to. Wouldn't give you quite so much shine, but I kind of like it. I think it just, it gives it more texture in a kind of rough and ready sort of way, which is me all over. Rough and ready, grungy, filthy, dirty, mucky pop. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love them both. Love them both. So there you go. Have fun with your serviettes and create cards. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please take time to give me a thumbs up. I don't care if they're covered in black paint or not, but do give me the thumbs up. Lets me know I'm going in the right direction with the card making, and keeping you entertained and giving you food for thought and ideas and inspiration, I hope, because that's what it's all about as crafters, isn't it? Just inspiring each other to try something new and have a go. So I hope you liked it. Please thumbs up, and if you haven't joined our little group and subscribed, please do, and then you'll see the new videos up and coming. Thank you very, very much for your time. Please take care and enjoy the rest of your day, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. All the best. Bye-bye now.